Good morning, Diecast diehards. It's Thursday. It's National Panic Buying Day. I'm bathed. I washed my hair this morning. I even worked out, which is really rare. Yesterday, at the place with 172 handicap parking spaces, I bought this track day set, but I stole the Supra out of it because this was the only car that I needed. Thanks to Bill Wilkinson and John R., I actually have the Porsche, the Datsun, and that hauler. So I forked over the money for the whole set with a little bit of a risk that I would take this and then I'll sell this for kind of the balance, like $5 less than I paid for it, because that's about what I feel like premiums are worth. And it's already gone. It's sold. Yay. So that's gone. I bought this week, a matte gray Gas Monkey Corvette. And I think I probably have about half of these at this point. Here, let me show you. So I only have 6, no, 7. I'm not sure where that one fits in. These are roughly in order. There's 2 here missing, 2 here missing, 1 there, 1 there, I think. So about half. But it's not like a Focus or anything. I just think it's a cool casting, and it's got a dedicated box, so it I'll get them all eventually. And I bought this Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR 4. VR4. I don't know what the VR4 stands for. There's your trivia question. So I cracked this already. And why did I buy this? Because somebody got me started. And I just so happen to have this Kislane box right here. And let's move that one up. Actually, we'll put this one right here, because now I don't want to have an accident here. I have all 4 of the Matchbox 3000 GT castings. So there's only 4 of those, so I'm caught up. And there's only 4 of these Hot Wheels VR4s, and they're all premiums. And it's funny, the one that I'm missing right there is the green one from the Boulevard series, and I had like 4 of those at one point, but I wasn't a Mitsubishi guy at the time, so I sold them off, and now I need one again. So one will come along. Probably find one at the type 2 diabetes place, and they'll be like clearance price or something, because it wasn't a really popular car, not one of the more popular Boulevards. So let's put that stuff aside. I'm still working through the scary box, the inbox, and we're gonna power through it. Today is the second to the last day of any of these cars going someplace. And there's about 20 left, so I got to do all those, sort through them today, and show them to you tomorrow. So here's what we got. This Ferrari is being sold. It's a multi-pack exclusive. I don't collect Ferraris, so with its minor flaws, you can find it at Ignition Diecast right now. The teal Phaeton, perfect shape, except for the chrome on the wheels. Ta-da! And this was the first edition, so jump on that. And here's a red one, Phaeton. Perfect paint, perfect roof, perfect base. Just some chrome issues. Seems to be flaking a bit. So those are being sold. Here's the 5 for the Ignition Diecast Archive that have flaws, so they'll be green lined, meaning that if an upgrade, a better specimen comes along, take it. This Ford, God, I can never remember what this is called, Ford GT90 or something. It's probably not on the base, hold on. Yeah, I think it's the 90. And pretty good shape, just beginnings of some chrome flaking, so it's green. This Ferrari, it's a 355 Challenge, and very good except for that chrome. So flagged green. This I don't really remember what this is called. It's not a Draftnator. It's a 1998 Pro Stock Chevy GTD, maybe. It's very, very small, but not in terrible shape. It even has the chrome. Surprisingly, the chrome is good. Just has a couple paint nicks from other cars banging into it, probably. So that's green lined. The Rescue Ranger ambulance. This has a slightly different name, but the casting is called the Rescue Ranger. And very, very good shape. Just slight chrome flaking. So C8, condition 8. And this, I thought at first this was another Olds Aurora, but it's actually a Holden Commodore. And didn't have it. Unfortunately, it's seen some better days. It's got playware, so that's going in the archive, but green. And then there's a buttload of cars that seemingly are perfect. Like, this is the last time I'm going to say it. This ugly box seemed to be some cars that were kept near some moisture or chemicals or something. The jury's still out on why all the chrome is flaking off the wheels. But then there's some that seem to be new, like they were kept in a collector case in a dry place or something. So these 10, which I'm going to fly through, are nearly perfect, and they're all going to the archive. A Chrysler Pronto, super nice. Dogfighter. One of these is a mainline, and one of these is a multi-pack exclusive, but they're both perfect. I'm keeping the one that's a multi-pack exclusive because it's so perfect. I'll add multi-packs and stuff like bonus inclusions to the archive if they're in spectacular shape. If they've got damage, we don't really need them anyway. I don't remember what this is called. I'm not even going to look because we're in a hurry. This one has a Speed Blaster or some kind of generic name like that. This dang old thing, it's only the second time I've ever seen this. It twists and it rides on these wheels, and those just sort of are like when it's in extreme circumstances, but it's practically new. It's very new, like not selling that. It's going to the archive. Another one of these things, what is this called? Soul Air CX something. And I think the fact that the trunk, the hood, doesn't quite fit perfectly is just a fact of the casting. Because I think this comes across as brand new, like it was bought and put away somewhere. And even then, there's a little bit too big of a gap there, but whatever. It was days of yore, and quality standards are probably a little looser than they are right now. This ski thing, what's it called? Snow King or Snow Beast, something like that. Very, very far from anything that I would collect, but the archive needed it. This, I forget what this is called. You probably want to know if you don't already know. Oh, it's a Callaway, but very flattering color. And in this new light condition, it's like, maybe I like that, but I collect too many things, so I'll pass. To the archive it goes. And then another Probe funny car, the Hershey's version, and it's the old school metal on metal hinged body type, and it's in perfect shape. So as we near the end, is that a nick? I guess there's a little nick on the front, but that's fine. That could be from the factory. Sometimes you take these cars out of the box and they've got that level of paint scrape. I mean, off the bubble, off the card. out of the bubble. And as I was saying, as I reach the end of this scary box, it's more than paid for itself, because I think I paid like $48 for the whole box, and there seems to be more than 150 cars in there, and there's some that are worth a lot of money to me. For instance, the 3 that I'm keeping, another Ford Mustang Cobra. And I read a little bit more. There is a corrugated casting that's just called a Ford Mustang. But actually, I don't know what I'm saying. It might be this same casting, and they just, in the corgi world, they called it Ford Mustang. I'm not sure. It's confusing. But Mattel bought corgi, assimilated some of their castings, and then eventually moved on. So corgi's kind of a thing of the past. And then another purple one. This one's from the birthday, happy birthday 5-pack. And 5-packs are fine with me. I collect castings, not cards. Super nice. And finally, this SLK. I don't believe I've ever, maybe I've seen a gray one, but kind of rare. And it's old enough to have a metal base, metal top. And it's got all of its chrome. So this was like a $5 to $10 car on its own to me, because I like the Mercedes. Well, that's it. Tomorrow, Freaky Friday, we're gonna rush through the rest of the ugly box and then move on, because focus just ain't gonna happen. So like I said, it's panic buying Thursday, so get out there, and anything that you buy like every 2 weeks or once a month, you need to get out there and buy a bunch of it, because the shelves are going to be empty, and these corporations are going to raise the prices whether it's valid or not. There we go. Had to stop and restart. There was something that came up yesterday in a comment about, like I was talking about that score from Dollar Tree, and somebody said they stopped by their Dollar Trees and they didn't find anything. It reminded me of something that I try to remind myself of, is that you really only get one score per day. And here's what I mean by that. Like, let's say you go to Dollar Tree and you find like some really good shit, and then you hit all the other Dollar Trees in your area, nothing. Or let's say you go to Target, or there's only one Target where I live. You go to Walmart and they restocked and you like cash in. You go to the other Walmart, nothing. So it's like, statistically for myself, I should probably learn to just go home. Like if I'm out there and I stumble upon something really awesome on some shelves, don't for 1 minute think that the other franchise, the other stores in the area are also going to have restock, because that's almost never true. And yeah, so it's just like, if you find some good shit, just go home, because you're going to waste your gas driving around trying to prolong that high that you got from finding good cars finally, and you're just going to spoil it by frustrating yourself further. So consider it a victory and go home. That's my wisdom for today. Anyway, go buy some paper towels and Kleenex and toilet paper and stuff. Talk to you tomorrow.